Hi my lovelies, it's me again. So I think today's video, I believe today's video is going to be very interesting. Many people have been sending me questions in my DMs, and I also did post a sticker where you can ask me questions. So in case you didn't notice this, we're more than 1,000 subscribers. Thank you so much for all the people who have subscribed, and for the new people here, please don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notification button while at it. So I thought this would be a good way to celebrate and to thank you by answering all your questions. I'm going to try and be as honest as possible. Some questions are really, I don't know, very funny, but like I said, I'm going to be very honest and answer all your questions. Once again, Lifewithruzhoff, welcome to the empowerment family. Welcome to this channel. If you don't know me on Instagram, you can also check me out on Instagram. On all my social media handles, I'm under the name Ruzhoff. Thank you so much. Get yourself a tea, a coffee, a wine, champagne, whatever makes your soul feel good, and let's enjoy this video. So my lovelies, I'm assuming and hoping you have made yourselves very comfortable. You have your teas ready, your champagne and wine, and I'm just going to dive right into the questions. As you can see, I wrote everything on a piece of paper so I don't miss out any question, and I'm going to start straight away. So the one person asked me, can I get to know you? And then I remember that was through my DM, and I asked him, of course, I mean, everyone who joins me on this social media journey gets to know me through that way. So we DM'd back and forth, and of course his question was meant if we could have like a romantic relationship, and my answer was definitely a no. But getting to know me as a person, getting to know me as Ruzhoff, getting to know me as a social worker, as a social empowerment person, of course, you're always welcome, and that's what this is all about, because I'm here to serve you. Next question is, I'm loving these questions already. I love you. Can I date you? Oh my God, I've been dodging to answer such questions straightforward, but now I'm going to be very honest because I promised that. The answer is no. I really don't think I would date someone that I've learned through social media. I'm not saying never. I mean, you never know, I could meet some amazing guy, but I don't think so. And no, the answer is no, definitely. Where in Germany do you live? First of all, I've made that very clear most of the time, also through my lives. I would never tell anyone where I live. There's a car coming, so I'll wait for it to go by in case it's too loud. But yeah, I would never tell anyone where exactly I live. We all know that if you're someone who is active in the social media world, you have to be very careful. You have to have some bit of privacy for your own security. And I'm a mom, so I have to protect my kids. There's no way I would ever tell anyone where exactly I stay. So all I can say to you is that I live in Germany, and that's it. I'm so sorry about that, and I can't tell you the exact place, but I also hope for you that you never ever have to disclose your private information, because I don't think that is safe. I'm loving this already. So next question. Oh yeah, that's a beautiful question. Where do you come from originally? Honestly, on a daily I get like 10 questions, and that is legitimate, that is very normal, and I'm appreciative that you're interested in knowing me, you know, like on an honest level. So like I've said before, I have a video on YouTube, if you've never watched it, where I give detailed information about me. But once again, I'll say I'm born and raised in Uganda. I'm of Rwandan origin, and I don't know why, but I feel more patriotic and closer about Rwanda than, you know, like much as I didn't grow up there, I feel very patriotic about Rwanda. So I guess like they say, home east, west, home is best. And then of course I grew up in Uganda, went to school in Uganda, and moved to Germany after having my first son, baby. Can we be friends? Oh, of course we can be friends. Like I said, honestly, and the answer I always give that people ask me, can we be friends? That one, I get it on a daily, okay? My answer is always, everyone who, I don't like the word following, but I have to use it now so you can understand what I'm saying. Everyone who follows me on Instagram or any of my social media channels is a friend, you know, like a virtual friend. Can we get to be closer? That I can't decide. Only time can tell. I've met some people through social media that I get to DM with more often than I usually would have done with anyone. Would I call them friends? Not really. I would say maybe they are close acquaintances, but definitely I can't say never to a friendship through social media. It can happen, but I can't like offer it to you and say, oh come on, let's be more than virtual friends. For the moment, everyone who joins me on this journey is a friend, and I really hope in the future to interact more often and more closely with everyone that joins me on this journey. What's the next question? Why don't you answer my question if you're single or not? And then he also went on to ask, if I'm single, can I date you? So like I said, that is a very common question. The answer is, I know I've not wanted to answer this question for a long time because I think that's very private, but to be honest, I think it's about time that I answered it because it's only fair. And my answer is no, I'm not single. I'm in a relationship that I've been in for a long time. But the reason I always say single, it's something that I started actually as a joke. I always say if I'm not married, I'm single. So that's why I've always said I'm single, but no, I'm definitely not single. I'm dating someone, and we're not married. And if I ever want to get married again, honestly, I don't know. It's something I'm not so sure about, but currently I'm very happy, and that's all that matters. So I'm really sorry, but we can't date. Next question. Oh my God. Someone asked me, what's your craziest dating experience? Like I've said before during my lives, I don't really have much experience as regards dating. But like when I got divorced, of course, I had to go back on the dating scene. I met a few people, and for me, my craziest was I met this guy, like, you know, we chatted and we did video calls and everything, and he seemed fine. To be honest, this is also another lesson. Trust your intuition. I have a very good intuition. When we were doing video calls, I was not so sure, but I had a girlfriend who was like, come on, don't be so strict, don't keep your standards way too high, just give him a chance. I mean, it doesn't mean when you meet him you have to fall in love. If you don't like him, that's it. But my intuition was 50-50. So I was like, okay, I'm going to meet him. So I meet this dude, and I swear to God, you know, like we're calling each other, we met in an, you know, like in a public place. I would advise everyone to do that for your safety. So he calls me, he's like, yeah, it's me wearing this and this, and then I turn around and I see him and I'm like, holy smokes. You know, I would have preferred to even just disappear, but that would have been very rude. So Jesus Christ. So of course I met him, said hello. He offered me lunch. I said no, because I am someone, unfortunately, I would say, because it's not everyone that likes such, I'm way too honest. I can't even lie, I can't even pretend. So I knew a lunch would be very brutal for me and for him too, because there's no way I was going to pretend I like him even a little bit. There was no chance. So I was like, no, I'm cool, let's have an ice cream. I don't even eat ice cream. So I ordered a cappuccino and we talked a little bit, and honestly, exactly like after 5 minutes, I decided I wasn't going to waste his time. I was like, it's great of you having created time to meet me and so on. But my intuition says no, so I don't really want to waste much of your day. And then, you know, I said goodbye, but I also felt terrible. You know, I was like, imagine it was me, that would be so harsh. But then I also thought it would not be fair wasting an hour's time of someone and then to tell him I'm not interested in you. So for me, that's my craziest experience so far. Lucky enough, I did get, I would say, a chance of staying on the dating scene so long, because I met my lovely boyfriend and I've been in a relationship ever since. So I've not really had the hassle of having to date around. But it was a very interesting question. Someone asked me, must to Insta hauptberuflich? For my non-German speaking people, that means, is Instagram your official job? No, Instagram is not my official job. I'm a social worker by profession, practicing, living in Germany, for all of you who are new here. And I decided to start doing Instagram or social media on a serious notice at around, that was around 2020, at the end of 2020, 2021, because of Corona pandemic. You know, it really taught us a lot. I'm sure everyone got a lesson from this pandemic. And I thought, I've always been passionate about serving. I've always been passionate about empowerment. I've always been passionate about giving back. So I thought, what better way to do that than to use my knowledge, my experience, my exposure, you know, to serve and help and assist and connect and empower other people. So yeah, that's exactly what I'm basically about. Then the next question was, I got someone who asked me if he can be my sugar daddy. So you can imagine why I was laughing. I'm filming this video like in a public place, and some dude parked his car and looked at me like for close to 5 minutes. So you can notice being a digital creator is not easy. I wonder why he was staring at me like that long. But anyhow, someone asked me if he can be my sugar daddy. That was also very interesting. First of all, it was very irritating. It might be fun for someone else, but for me it was very irritating. I was like, what the, you know? But I was like, fine, I'm going to engage with everyone. I'm a social worker, so you have to be kind and a bit professional. So I answered him, I was like, so how about you email me the details of what it entails to be a sugar babe and what exactly you expect from me and you have to offer us, just, you know, being cheeky. So he told me he would love to sponsor me for expensive trips and buy me expensive things and take me for shopping. And I was like, typical of men. What makes this dude think I really need his sponsorship, you know? And it was, you know, nothing like played around. Maybe we could have a relationship, casual, whatever it is, but it was straight on. I have money. And even told me something really crazy. He told me I could help you pay your student loans. I was like, dude, my parents paid every single penny for my studies. You know, I don't have any loans, I don't have any debts. And on that point, I knew this was a typical, probably American dude, you know, that is used to playing around with girls. Unfortunately, in some countries, there are many students that have student loans. Lucky enough, I don't. So I told him straight off, well, lucky enough, my parents really invested financially in me. So if you actually to be my sugar daddy, you'd really have to put in so much to deserve me. And that's where it ended. But now to get back to you, how would you respond to such a DM? If someone asks you if you want to be your sugar daddy, and would you be willing to be his sugar babe? Or what would be your reaction to that? I'm really inquisitive, knowing what you think about that. Or if you have a sugar daddy anyway, I would like to know. Maybe I missed out on opportunity, who knows? Oh my goodness. Oh, so many questions. I'm trying to be a little quick because I don't want the video to be long and drag on. So next question is, oh, my butt cheeks are hurting. Oh, because I'm seated on this stony, surface, but I like the background. So let's go on. Someone asked me, oh, did you have to get corona vaccine first to travel? Yes, definitely. Okay, I remember during the pandemic, I was so like down because I'm very passionate about traveling. So there's a time I couldn't hold it out, and I remember my first travel, I wasn't vaccinated. I remember, I think I went to Austria, and I just had to get tested, you know, like PCR tests. But around May, June, I decided I was going to get vaccinated, of course, for my own safety, for the safety of my family, but most of all, to be honest, it was mainly because I wanted to travel. So yeah, I'm fully vaccinated, you know, like 3 times boosted. And the only annoying bit is that it's, you know, I know that when you get vaccinated, you can still get a disease, right? But for an African girl like me, who has been immunized against everything and anything, because I travel quite a lot, I don't understand why I still had to get corona. I got corona after my second shot. That was in London. And I still got corona after having been boosted. Fine, I wasn't really so sick, but I got symptoms. I was in bed for a few days. And I'm thinking, how effective is this vaccine really? You know, I'm not someone who questions things unnecessarily, and I believe in vaccination, but I'm like, I'm immunized against measles, against everything, name it. And I've never been infected with these diseases because I think the immunity with these other immunizations that I've had before is very high. So my question is, how effective is this corona vaccine, you know? But I guess time will tell. So I'm just an abiding citizen and a caring human being. I decided to get immunized, and if it offers me the freedom to go on and live life, then so be it. So you can also let me know what you think about this vaccine. But definitely, just to make it clear, I think the vaccine is of great help, because like I told you, I did become really sick, and I don't know what would have happened if I hadn't been immunized. And like I told you, I lost a few people that are very close to me, not family members, but like my 2 alumni students that were close friends, and a few people that were very close to me, you know, like my best friend, one of my best friends, I lost him 3-4 months ago. So I believe the vaccine definitely does help to some extent. Oof, I'm out of breath, huh? So if you're still here and you're still watching, thank you so much for following along. I hope you love these videos. I hope you love my content. I hope you love what I'm doing. I hope you are willing and ready and excited about interacting and growing together. And if you've not yet subscribed, this is the time to click that button, subscribe, turn on the notification button so you never miss a video. Check me out on Instagram. There are more fun things and pictures under Ruzhoff. Actually, all my social media handles. I'm on TikTok, just trying, but I'm not really a fan of TikTok. Twitter, I've never posted anything, but I'm there. I'm on Facebook, and then Instagram under the name Ruzhoff, and then our channel is Lifewithruzhoff, because this channel is about social empowerment. So it's not going to always be videos about me and my vlogs and everything, but in the near future, that's something that I'm working on. I'll be bringing you social empowerment interviews, talks, sit downs, where I get to interact with other people and bring you all this information. So in case you see me looking around, my videographer, maybe you can come and say hello. My official videographer is my son. I'm so thankful to him. He's the one doing all this work. Until I can afford a professional videographer, my little boy will continue to do that. We're almost done.